Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Walker Kessler.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Gary Trent is out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for Portland, they've got Josh Giddey. Walker Kessler out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, BA, it depends on the award if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
He takes it in. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Pass to Trent. Back to Morant. Puts it up. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And the Spurs with possession here. Portland making their last shot. Morant, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Trent, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Morant against Giddey, 5 to shoot. Porzingis with room to shoot, and it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up, and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Giddey scanning the floor. Isaac against Quickley. Kessler down low. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Morant, the pass to Trent. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, BA, they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Morant, the pass to Trent. Back to Morant. The 3, pure from 3-point range.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul. On defense, San Antonio. They trail by 3. It's stolen by Kuzma.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passing.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Morant looking around. Over Giddey. Kessler with a rebound.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Back to Quickley. Four on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Here's Kessler. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Outside Morant. Back to Porzingis. Isaac, the pass to Kuzma. San Antonio again can't hit. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Inside. Oh, stolen by Morant.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Trailblazers lead by 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. The topic at hand, Ja Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Outside Giddey. Here's quickly. And rejected.
Yeah, Kuzma always on his toes on defense.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Giddey. Fires the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Now here's Isaac. Yet to see a basket. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, range check there for Kuzma, and he knocks it down.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. Second, the Spurs.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Pass to Quickly. Kessler, a screen on Trent. And there's Kessler on the assist by Quickly. Kessler's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Quickly against Trent. Right side Porzingis. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Misses from short range. Trailblazers lead by 4. Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
Now here's Morant, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
Quickly passes to Bull. Outside Giddey. Fires for 3. That one is off.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Kuzma against Bull. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, so skilled once he gets in close. Kuzma has so many moves around the rim.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game here. Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Bull, and Twist off by Bull.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
From deep, Morant. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. For San Antonio, Connects checked in for Isaac. Edgecombe comes in for Trent. And it's Trey Jones in for Morant. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Jones. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Kessler. Outside Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kessler a screen from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Here's Mitchell, following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside Giddey. Got a hand on it, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Shumshay, he's checked in for Portland. San Antonio has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. To the paint. Here's Kuzma, and the layup is good off the glass. Kuzma's got 6.
The passion Kuzma plays with inside rubs off and makes his whole team better.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Shumshay. Kessler down low. Working on Porzingis. Here's Shumshay. Defended by Kuzma. From deep, Mitchell. And it's Connect with a rebound.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
First one falls. Some nice signs of progress for the Blazers last season.
And from that, renewed contracts for head coach Chauncey Billups and the front office. This is a young team that competes and shows a bright future.
Williams is checked in for San Antonio. Holmes comes in for Kuzma. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Van Vliet. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Outside Thibault. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Wolf. It's tipped. Stolen by Holmes. Back come the Spurs in transition. Stolen by Mitchell. To the inside. And it's Thibault missing. San Antonio leading by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They've also done a good job defensively so far tonight, just making it tough all around on shooters, and it shows in their block numbers.
That free throw good from Holmes. That one misses. Blazers trail by 4. Van Vliet scanning the floor to get back on track. Rebounded by the Spurs. Down low. It's stolen by Thibault. Portland moving it around. Shoots. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Back to Jones. There's 39 seconds left now in the first quarter. Outside connect. Thibault with a steal. To the middle. Pass to Wolf. Wide open look. Good. He hits the jumper. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Outside Jones. Up and in on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Van Vliet, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. San Antonio on top. They're up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
They've got Malawach, Mitchell out there with Fred Van Vliet. And then it's Matisse Thibault, and it's Shamshe in at power forward. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Now here's Connect. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thibault. That's his first foul. Now Jones. Clock at 6. Spurs need to get one up here. Portland grabs the miss.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Edgecombe, back to Jones. Williams a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Jones, 3-pointer Holmes. Rebound by Van Vliet. Blazers trail by 4. Here's Mitchell, and that one's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Van Vliet against Jones. What a terrific move that is. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Malawach. Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Jones. Van Vliet misses.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Jones in the post, guarded by Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post, and can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The floater. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Pass to Williams. Launches a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Van Vliet from deep. Van Vliet missing again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is where Jones is at his best, distributing the basketball.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Ben Simmons is checked in for Malawach. Bol comes in for Shumshay. Quickly is checked in for Thibault. And it's Josh Giddey in for Fred VanVleet. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Bol. Outside Giddey. Quickly passes to Bol. 5 on the clock. Simmons with a screen on Trent. Mitchell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Gary Trent. Portland shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Back to Morant. Shoots. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell, and Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Bol. Kessler, he's checked in for Simmons. And Bol drops them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Morant, pass to Porzingis. Kuzma against Bol. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. And they'll get another chance. Kuzma finds Trent. Another shot. Kessler with a rebound. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Quickly. Outside Bol. Kessler down low. Guarded by Trent. From deep, Giddey. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, John Morant able to fly with the best, and he said sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you, BA.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Hold.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Porzingis passes to Trent. Kuzma with a screen on Mitchell. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Portland, already they're on the outside looking in. 9th place in the conference. And checking out the Spurs, 2 spots below. Spurs shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Pass to Trent to win the drought. Portland grabs the miss. Bull pass to quickly. Bull, a screen on Isaac. Back to Bull. On the tape. And finished off by Bull.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Now here's Morant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Here's Kuzma. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
And here are the Trailblazers now. On the court for San Antonio. They've got Ja Morant. Isaac out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Porzingis. And it's Trent in at the 2. Now, here's Quickly. Still yet to score. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Mitchell. You know, Greg, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Mitchell. And it's Giddey in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Morant surveying the D. From inside, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for San Antonio. Williams, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Edgecombe in for Trent. Spurs on defense. Fires away from way outside. That shot off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Morant. No good on the three. Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Down low, here's Bull, and that's in. Nice feed on the play. Bull's got 15.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And Tim, it came out this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Now Giddey. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Quickly. And he jams it with authority.
All the way to the rim. Quickly, really aggressive that time. Really good to see him with that kind of mentality.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Porzingis with a screen on Giddey. To the wing on the left. A 3. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. In the corner, Bull with it. Pass to Giddey from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
So they take the lead. He has 7. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Quickly. His last outing, he had 24 points. And here's Morant. Inside. The kick out to Williams. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Edgecombe with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Portland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Bull is screen on Morant. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Bull.
And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by San Antonio.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
When I look at San Antonio, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Portland Trailblazers.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside. Good things will happen. That's right, Ernie. I said damage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Bol Bol.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Well, there is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Spurs leading by 5. They've got Walker Kessler. Josh Giddey is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Bol. That's the group on the floor for Portland. A three-pointer is right on target.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Kessler. Now Quickly. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Bol, a screen on Morant. Williams with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Morant. Giddey defending. And it's Morant missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back over to you, Kevin.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. First free throw is good. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Isaac finds Porzingis. Morant outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Giddey the pass to Quickly. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Quickly's got 6.
And certainly Quickly is not afraid to attack that painted area if he sees an opening.
Morant passes to Porzingis. And here is Isaac. Outside, Porzingis. From down in the low post, it goes. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Giddey. Now Bol. Kessler with it. He's got 6. Here's Giddey. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Trent. No scoring in this one. Morant with a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land. Morant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Quickly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. While we have a moment, let's now take a look at the top shot blockers in the NBA. Well, you look at Porzingis, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Walker Kessler, a few spots down.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size.
Now, here's Quickly. He has 6. Pass to Giddey. Kessler, a screen on Morant. Back to Quickly, trying to get something going. A rebound by the Spurs.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looked frustrated.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Bull, the pass to Giddey. Morant with it, defended by Giddey. Kuzma can't get it to go.
He got the look he wanted. I think he rushed it a little bit.
Bull finds Quickly, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Portland. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, San Antonio, 2 games back.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Yeah, this is a team that has some talent, but they're still searching for that consistency night in and night out.
Portland again missing.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Morant passes to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Bull. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 6. Looking to end the run. He lays it in. Quickly's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Spurs.
Timeout, timeout.
Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. From 13 feet, it goes down. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the wing right side. And it's blocked. Quickly against Holmes. And the rejection by Holmes.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
Offensive rebound. Goal, that's good.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Giddey against Morant. Pass to Williams from outside the arc. The Trailblazers pull it in. Now here's Giddey. Ball against Williams. Here's Kessler. And it's quickly in the corner. And the lead is down inside single digits. Quickly's got 9 points now in the quarter.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Now Edgecombe. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball
Take a break.
outside the NBA?
2 shots.
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Portland.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Quickly. He's got 11.
Oh, bunny hops. Morant knows how to elevate and did there to get the block.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Quickly kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Kessler. Morant with the steal. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
And here is Quickly. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. He's looking for Ball and finds him.
And guys, this is kind of Ball's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Trailblazers, Malawach is checked in for Walker Kessler. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Bol Bol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Quickly. And so it's San Antonio with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jones looking for an opening. Porzingis sets the pick for Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 10. Pass to Malawach. Now Mitchell. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Jones against VanVleet. Into the lane. No dice from 9 feet out.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
San Antonio again missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb. VanVleet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Trent. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Thybulle.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
None better, Tim, than Matisse Thybulle on a steals per minute basis.
But what a nightmare if Matisse Thybulle has you guarded on a nightly basis. He's got a sixth sense for where the ball is going to be, a disruptor in every sense of the word. And remember, this is a former collegiate defensive player of the year.
He's a special player.
Sure is.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Giddey's checked in. Nice shot by Porzingis.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Giddey kicks to Thybulle. Back to Giddey. Portland moving the ball around. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. .106 left in the third quarter. Trent against Giddey. Pass to Malawach. Shot clock at 3. For 3, VanVleet.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Kuzma outside. Here's Porzingis. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Back to VanVleet. Over Jones. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from VanVleet.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Kuzma outside. That one, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for San Antonio, Edgecombe is out there with John Morant. Then it's Williams. Then it's Connect. And it's Holmes in at the 4.
just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Grant. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 6. Count the basket and the foul. That one's on Morant.
And after being shut out in the first half, he is starting to come to life.
He throw good, VanVleet.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
The shot by Williams, no good. VanVleet looking around. And the layup falls. VanVleet's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Pass to Edgecombe. Holmes with a screen on Giddey. It's deflected. Holmes kicks to Williams. Now Edgecombe. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Up top, Giddey. They set the screen for 3. Mitchell. Rebound by Williams. The Spurs with the lead. Williams has a screen for Edgecombe. No good again that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Thibault kicks to Mitchell. To the middle to take the lead. And that one's good. Malawach. Malawach just got his first 2 points of the night. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He knows every possession is critical now. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Malawach. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Portland leading. Pass to Thibault. And here is Giddey. Edgecombe with the steal. Here's Holmes. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with Detroit, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Beyond the arc, the rebound by the Spurs. Holmes got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Edgecombe with it, Giddey defending. Holmes wide open, he fires. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Mitchell outside. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making it.
Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Giddey, no good.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Now here's Morant, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Porzingis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Trent comes in for Dalton Connect. Here's Edgecombe. Outside, Porzingis. And here's Trent outside. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's tipped.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Giddey the pass to Kessler.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Spurs trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team.
Here's Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
No good, unable to end this run. Trailblazers leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Williams kicks to Porzingis. Morant outside. Looking to get back on track here. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Both free throws good from Morant.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Quickly the pass to Kessler. Now here's Giddey. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And if you allow Giddey to get in rhythm, he is more than capable of knocking it down.
Trent up top, quickly covering. Back to Porzingis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Inside, taken away by Williams. Trent passes to Porzingis. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Kessler. And here is Quickly, defended by Trent. Yep, that one goes in there. Quickly's got 11 in the second half.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 26 points.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
And here's Quickly for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Lot of confidence that time by Quickly, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
And Morant's got the ball here for San Antonio. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Edgecombe. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Morant passes to Porzingis. Off target with his 3.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Quickly against Trent. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Bull, a screen on Isaac. Bull, that's good. Bull's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Giddey against Morant. Here's Trent. Now Morant. Porzingis sets the pick for Morant. A 3-ball by Morant.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Giddey with it. Now Quickly. Bull. The shot is good.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Kuzma. Buries the deep ball.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get them.
Here's Kessler. That's tipped. Kuzma against Giddey. Now Morant beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. Strong move off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now Porzingis. It's tipped. Nice use of the glass and the finish.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Bull, a screen on Trent. Oh, what a finish.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Now here's Morant. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he gets it back. Tries it yet again. In the center of things, Morant.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time conversion there puts them up 3.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Launches from deep. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now we present the player of the game, Bull Bull.